Let's talk about something else. Genuine means of identification, preferably a Ghanaian passport, will soon be accepted as proof of citizenship for Ghanaians living in the United Kingdom as the High Commission there begins registration ahead of possible implementation of the Representation of the People's Amendment Law, ROPAL, for the 2020 elections. Now, the law was passed in 2006, but past governments have given several excuses for the delay in implementation. However, a recent ruling by the Accra High Court, directing the Electoral Commission to operationalize the law in 2020, following a suit by some 5 Ghanaians living abroad, may soon bring it to life. Speaking to presidential correspondent Elton John Brobe in London, the Ghanaian High Commissioner, Papa Usankuma, says the process has started. He also talked about possible danger for Ghanaians living in the UK without proper documentation, especially as the Brexit plan kicks in.
Ghana Export Authority, etc., being organized by the Ghana High Commission in conjunction with GIPC. So we are doing a lot. And I must say that the President's message has resonated to the United Kingdom. I've said that, well, we got our independence from the UK. So if there's going to be Ghana beyond aid, and in terms of resources, the UK should take it on board as its flagship project for Africa. So for me, the future is bright, and we want to change the narrative. And even the investment summit that I'm talking about, we are using the Ghanaian diaspora. That, look, if we are talking about a Ghana beyond aid, the diaspora, the Ghanaian diaspora in the UK is key, right? With their network and their connections. I mean, we should be able to exercise a lot of leverage to get investment back in Ghana. So the prospects are quite good. And it's important that really, look, Ghana beyond it also has to deal with orientation. Right. We ought to change our orientation as a country. All right. And I'm happy that the diaspora has taken it on board. I mean, the Ghanaian Medical Doctors and Dentists Association, for instance, is also having its conference next weekend. And I know that they've invited a delegation from the Ghana Association of Physicians and Surgeons, the Registrar of the Ghana Medical Council, etc. Right? I'm facilitating an engagement. The officer in charge of the diaspora office, Ababu, is also going to be part of it, so that we can see how we can make it less cumbersome for Ghanaian medical personnel in the United Kingdom to offer services in Ghana. I mean, be it in academic, be it in skills, exchange of skills, etc., etc. So we're trying to do our best, getting Ghanaians in the diaspora, even second-generation Ghanaians, to feel that they are part of the agenda. They are holding a conference sometime this month in the House of Commons. I have to be the keynote speaker. Right. So for Ghana beyond it, I just say that it is an aspiration, all right? I mean, when you say that Ghana beyond it, people think they say without a no. I mean, it's just to let us know that as a country, we want to develop through trade and partnerships rather than through handouts.
All right. But then, I mean, coming home as the High Commissioner to this country, I'm sure that your office is inundated with calls from Ghanaians, because clearly this home to thousands from millions of Ghanaians. Yeah. What has been the issue? I know yesterday we spoke to some of them, documentation, visa issues.
No, I mean, the fact is that, look, I dare say that one of the major reasons why people in the UK voted Brexit was to take control of migration. It's a big issue, all right? And these days, I mean, if you don't have the proper documentation, I mean, you are in trouble. There's nothing that the mission can do. The mission can always facilitate where we believe that a Ghanaian is not being treated fairly. Could intervene, but we cannot do anything about documentation. We encourage Ghanaians to come and have an experience here and then be able to shuttle between Accra and London. I mean, that's what it is. You see, and of course, I'm also encouraging the British of Ghanaian descent, all right, to also be going back home. Yes, I've even had a discussion with a tour company if it could arrange a yearly program where British young people of Ghanaian descent could go home and rediscover their roots, right? If you live in the north, get a family, you take the opportunity to be in the north for a couple of days, you are going to see your family. If you are in the western region or Greater Accra, etc. And that is what we need to do, because look, the Asians are doing it phenomenally. It's the same too with the Commonwealth. I'm urging the Commonwealth, in terms of its programs, to make use of the diasporas here, because the number is enormous. I say that, I always tell people that, look, there is no Ghanaian extended family that does not have one of its members resident in the United Kingdom, and we should take advantage of it. You're right.
Finally, for me, my final question would be, is most likely will power may be implemented before the 2020 election? What is the embassy doing to ensure that people living here may have the opportunity to vote?
No. We are trying to. Of course, it's the Electoral Commission. Electoral Commission is not really government, but as a mission, we're trying to get a register of Ghanaians, and we are encouraging them to get passports, because one basic document for identity will be your passport. Right. So we've been encouraging them, and we've been going around the country